Many people assume building excellent credit is a slow, steady climb, but the jump from a 700 to an 800 score often happens in a single burst. For months, it can feel like nothing is happening, and then your score rockets upward in a matter of days. That jump occurs when your profile hits three specific mathematical tipping points. By targeting precise thresholds in credit age, utilization, and account mix, you can force the scoring model to stop crawling and start sprinting. But these optimizations only execute if your profile is completely clean. Late payments, charge-offs, or collections act as an anchor, dragging down your score regardless of how well you manage your balances. You must identify and remove those negative marks before these advanced strategies will work. Once you've severed those anchors, you can move to step one. The first major scoring burst happens the moment your average age of accounts crosses the 24-month mark. When your accounts are young, lenders lack the data to judge your long-term habits. Crossing that 2-year threshold triggers a mathematical recategorization. The algorithm shifts you from a new borrower to a consistent one, rewarding you for the established history. Many people sabotage this progress by closing old credit cards they no longer use to simplify their finances. Closing an account freezes its history. While it stays on your report for 10 years, it immediately stops contributing to your average ongoing credit age. By canceling the card, you effectively stall your own timeline. If you have an older card with an expensive annual fee, call the issuer and ask to downgrade it to a no-fee version. This preserves the historical age on your profile without costing you a cent. You can also accelerate this math by becoming an authorized user. If a family member adds you to an account with 10 years of perfect history, your profile adopts that timeline, instantly increasing your average age. The scoring model treats the passage of time as a quantifiable asset. Guard your oldest accounts to keep the clock working in your favor. Step 2 requires mastering credit utilization. While the standard advice is to stay under 30%, that number is actually the baseline for a good score, not an elite one. Look at this chart based on a $10,000 limit. 30% means carrying $3,000 in debt. To trigger a major score jump, you need to stay in this glowing sweet spot, holding your reported balances between 1 and 6%. Remember that the algorithm judges utilization on each individual card. If you have 4 empty cards but one card is maxed out, that single high balance will drag down your entire score, even if your total average looks low. To maintain that 1 to 6% window, you must pay attention to your statement closing date. The due date is the deadline for payment, but the closing date is when the bank snapshots your balance and reports to the bureaus. Pay your balance down 3 days before the statement closing date. This ensures that when the bank takes its photograph of your debt, the number is as low as possible. You can also improve this ratio by requesting credit limit increases. By expanding the total available credit, your existing spending automatically represents a smaller percentage of the limit. Check your banking app for the specific language regarding limit increases. Ensure the request is processed as a soft pull to avoid a hard inquiry that could temporarily lower your score. Elite utilization is a product of timing. You are choosing the specific moment the algorithm snapshots your debt. The final tipping point is credit diversity. A profile consisting only of credit cards shows limited responsibility. Lenders want to see a mix of revolving accounts and installment loans working together. If you don't have a loan, a credit builder loan from a local credit union is a low-risk way to satisfy this requirement. You build a savings balance and a payment history at the same time. However, opening the loan doesn't trigger the jump immediately. When the loan is new, your ratio of debt to the original balance is at its highest. Look at what happens to the progress bar. The algorithm rewards you when the loan balance drops into the final 10 to 20%. Demonstrating that long-term follow-through can trigger a jump of 30 to 40 points in a single scoring period. Resist the urge to pay off a car or personal loan early just to be debt-free. If you are planning to use your credit for a major purchase soon, keep that small balance active to let those final high-value payments report. The credit scoring model prioritizes the commitment of a long-term debt over the immediate discipline of paying it off. The strategy is now complete. Preserve your 2-year-old accounts, time your payments for low utilization, and carry your installment loans into their final 20%. By maintaining these precise habits every single month, you force the credit scoring model to work in your favor completely automatically. Hitting these 3 mathematical tipping points moves a profile from a standard good weighting into the elite 800+ range. If you found this guide helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.